Denial is actually really common in the sex addiction world. Most guys that come and see me don't deny that they have a problem, although that happens once in a blue moon. What they really deny is that they need to follow through with therapeutic recommendations. So, for example, I often recommend people pray, meditate, read, write, go to meetings, make daily phone calls. So most guys, what they'll do is they'll come into therapy session, they will read and they will write, but prayer is kind of out there for a lot of people. Meditation, they'll do somewhat, but when it comes to meetings and phone calls, it is like pulling teeth to get anybody to do those two suggested recovery exercises. And so individuals believe that they don't need them and they can get by just by coming to therapy and doing the rest of the dailies. In my estimation, that is denial. Yeah, I do believe that fear plays a role in individuals avoiding recommendations. But at the same time, I think it's not solely fear. I also believe that there is a form of denial about what needs to get done to recover from sex addiction. That's a really good question. Lying is knowing that something happened and purposefully trying to pull the wool over someone else's eyes. Delusion is a lot different. It is actually believing something that is not true. So, an example that I have in my life was acting out and afterwards telling myself that all I needed to do was put 150% more effort than what I was already putting into my recovery. The problem with that was I had been acting out since I was 12 and I was roughly 28. And when that happened, I told myself that I just needed to work harder, but I'd already been working harder and it had never worked. And I want you to know that it never did until I got help from a professional and others in sex addiction recovery. Yeah, I do believe that all addicts are dealing with some delusion. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're delusional in all aspects of their life, but in the sexual realm, I believe they are delusional. Either they don't believe they have a problem, or they believe they don't need to join recovery in a way that works. They want to keep doing recovery in the way they believe works, and it doesn't. Yeah, again, reality is what will help an addict get clean. Patrick Carnes talks about sex addiction being a delusional problem. And he says that in one of his provisional beliefs out of Facing the Shadows, that an addict has to be honest and open in all ways. And he needs to talk about all of his life with another person so that another person can help him stay grounded in reality. It really is hard. There are so many new habits that the sexaholic must learn, and most of them deal with a lot of vulnerability, which means there's a lot of fear behind them. As well, like I said, we've been talking about is delusion. An addict just doesn't believe he needs to do everything he's been suggested to do, and so therefore he tends not to. That's another really good question. I think that sobriety or gaining sobriety can happen relatively quick for some individuals. I know other individuals where it's taken 4 years, 5 years to just get sexually sober. And then we're talking about emotional sobriety, which is finding peace and serenity in all aspects of life, or maybe most aspects of life. And that's a lifetime for a lot of us. And we stay engaged so that we can remain emotionally sober so that we can maintain our sexual sobriety.